Any pilots coming from fast jets and Hawks
Uh-huh.
through that route, and they would go and do exercises where they bounce each other and, you know, over Scotland, and that was pretty spectacular. Yeah.
Well, these Stearmans, with your background, you know what these are, and you know what they did. Obviously, they were World War II trainers.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing for our English guests that come here is there was two bases in South Florida. One was at Arcadia, which is about an hour and a half south of here, and the other one was at Clewiston. And so once the North Seas got kind of calmed down from the German U-boats, they started bringing British pilots here, you know, cadets into New York. They get on a train, they'd come down to South Florida, they'd learn how to fly in the Stearmans, and then they'd fly those for about, I don't know, 100 hours. They'd go into Harvards, get a couple 100 hours, find the Harvards, and then they go back home and get in the Spitfire.
Yeah, sure.
Because let's be honest, I mean, look at the weather. Other than yesterday was, you know, cruddy, but this is February 9th, and it's 75 degrees, beautiful day. Whereas back home where you're at, it's maybe not so much.
No, it's like 55 knots and 7 degrees.
Exactly. So, I mean, how do you train pilots if the weather's always cruddy in the wintertime? So they came over here. So Americans, English, and Canadians actually learned how to fly in these Boeing Stearmans here.
That's really cool, yeah.
You know, this is plenty far. We're going to turn this rascal around here. All right, so let's go through our pre-takeoff checklist. We have a checklist published for the Stearman. The last thing you want to do is bring it. It will blow out. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the word cigar, C-I-G-A-R, as our pre-takeoff checklist. It works really good for airplanes with no systems like a Piper Cub or a Boeing Stearman. You know, there's nothing in here at all.
No.
C is for controls, and so go ahead and you can move the stick, make sure everything's free and clear, nothing.
Yeah, free and clear, yeah.
And the rudder pedals are working fine.
Yeah.
I is for instruments, set your altimeter at 0, airspeed 0, balls in the middle, VSI 0.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you on the tachometer. I know your tach bottom left is moving all over the place.
Yeah, a little bit,
These are electric tachs. Once it produces more RPM, will produce more electric for the tach.
Yeah.
But right now, it's turning at about, I don't know, 680 RPM.
Yeah.
Oil pressure's in the green. Oil temp is 32, 33.
Yeah.
So we're looking good there.
Yeah.
G is gasoline. I just put 20 gallons in this thing. The fuel tank is on the top wing. You can see your fuel gauge.
Oh, yeah.
Each quarter tank is about an hour, so we have 3 hours on board. Plenty for today's flight. Mixture is full rich. We're going to leave it there throughout the whole flight, and then the fuel is on. So it's either on or it's off. There's only one tank.
That. Yeah.
And it's on. A is accessories. Right by your left thigh is your elevator trim tab.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you feel that there's actually 2 tabs back there. And if you have to retrim, it just takes a little tiny bit. And we're going to leave a little bit of nose down trim because I'm a big guy back here.
Okay, yeah.
And then and then we have our carburetor heat. We don't need that here in Florida generally. Yesterday we did. Forward for cold, rear for hot.
Yeah.
And then the last letter we have is run up. So I'm going to get on the brakes. Go ahead and slide grab the throttle over there and just gently bring the power on up to about 1,500 RPM. Bring the stick all the way back to your lap. There you go. And then we'll do the mag check. That's 1,150. So basically, you see that the needle.
Yeah.
When it goes to the number 5, that's 1,500. The little window at the 9 o'clock position is at 1.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. There's 1,400. 15. That's great right there. You can see our mag switch. I'll do that on the far left-hand side. We're on both. There's our left mag drop, and it's 50. Nice.
Yeah.
Back to both. Over to right.
Yeah.
I just changed the right mag last week, so it's fine.
Yeah,
and John, look out the right side of the plane. We have a smoke system on board.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. Yeah.
So, anyways, we'll give you your entourage down there, a little air show smoke on the way
Awesome.
out.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so here's what you got it. So all you got to do is on the takeoff with this thing.
Yeah.
I want you to look straight ahead. You focus on infinity, and what I want you to do is pick up these little white runway markers on both sides of the runway.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, copy that. Yeah.
What you don't want to do is start looking left and right, because if you look left, you're going left.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And so the idea is looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready, just leave the stick in neutral. If you look at me in the mirror, you'll add the power, and then what'll happen is the tail's going to come off the ground first.
Yeah, sure.
So when the tail comes off the ground, basically it's saying, we're ready to go.
Okay, yeah, right.
Just get it off the ground, level the airplane, let it accelerate ground effect to 75. That's the magic number for the 75. And then we'll bring the power back to 1830 or so on the RPM. All right, your airplane, George, you got it. Whenever you're ready, let's go fly.
Okay, that's rolling on now.
There you go. So we're going straight down the runway. Ease the power all the way forward. There you go. Push the power all the way forward. Full power. Good. Now here comes the tail coming off the ground. It's ready to go right now.
Yeah.
Yep. And away. Nice job. Now lower that nose. Get that airspeed, 75. Lower that nose a little bit more. There you go. And then bring the power back to about 1830. And here's what an air show cool. There. Nice. Cool. Now, what we'll do here is at about the 2 o'clock, I'm sorry, at the 10 o'clock over here, there's a big sand mine. Bring the power back a little bit more. If you look on the far left-hand side of the panel, it says avoid operations above 19 except for takeoff. We're off the ground. There you go. Just make a left-hand turn, and we'll head over towards that sand mine there.
Yeah, is that good?
That's good. Now, the controlled airspace for Orlando International is actually off our right wing about, I don't know, 200 feet. We're really close to it here, so we don't have a transponder in this thing. Nor do I want a transponder in this thing. I don't want anybody to know where we're at. So we'll stay outside of their airspace. Ahead of you, about another mile or so, is a road, and that road is a north-south road. So what we'll do is we'll cross over that road and we'll make a right-hand turn.
Okay, copy that.
So, you know, one of the reasons why this thing is such a good trainer is, number one, its speed. It's really, really slow.
Yeah.
And it's very maneuverable for its how fast it goes.
Yeah, sure it is, I was surprised by the rate of turn there, actually. It was quite, well, very light.
But, it all depends on what you're used to flying. You know,
sure,
there you go.
Okay, right turn,
Yeah, we'll cross over that road.
Cross over,
The veil comes up and touches that. So we're going to do all our air work to the west of it. All right, right about here, we'll make a right-hand turn.
Okay,
There you go. Now, we'll roll the wings to level here. If you look over here off to your left, you see there's everything out here is laid out in north, south, east, west section lines. There is a little grass strip right here. But right there is east and west. So let's make a left-hand turn. We'll head out this point out to the west.
Okay, down left.
Exactly. And I like doing there so you get the hang of the ailerons. They're nice, sensitive because they're so big. You know?
Yeah, sure,
And what I like you to do, John, is 1,200 feet, plenty high for us.
Yeah.
When we get to 1,200 feet, we'll level off there. Now you know why I like to fly out this area. It's all open fields.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And uncontrolled airspace, unlike where you live, you know, I know it's very
totally
restricted.
controlled, Got a friend at home, he took me flying in his little Truman last year. 1947, little tiny thing. That was pretty nice as well.
And you know, this is plenty high. Let's level off here, bring the power back to about 1730 or so. 1750. Great.
Is that good there?
Yes, fine. Come back. That's good right there. All right. Here, I'm going to run you through some exercises here. I want you to look directly ahead of the windscreen.
Yeah.
You're going to see those wires that come out of the cockpit that go to the upper wing.
Yeah.
Those wires right now, they're at a 45-degree angle.
Sure.
So you see we don't have an artificial horizon, but you don't really need one in this.
No.
So let's do a 360-degree turn to your left. Put that left wire parallel with the horizon.
Okay.
And a little bit above, and around you go.
Okay,
Whenever you're ready, let's try it.
Okay, turning.
Now, I can tell you this, if that wire falls below the horizon, you're heading downhill very nice. Yeah, you can see which direction you're going right here.
Okay, yeah,
that's north and that's north and south. This is back to the east.
Okay, yeah, copy that,
very good. That's 180 there.
Yeah.
270. Nice.
Okay, leveling.
Let's try one to the right. Same deal.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a quite nimble aircraft for being as heavy as it is. It's very heavy.
What's it weigh? It's all at weight?
Empty, it weighs almost 2,200 pounds.
Oh really? Wow.
But that's one of the reasons why it's 9 G's positive and 6 negative. It's tough. Nice job. All right. Now, if you look right adjacent to those wires up there, you see those struts that go to the upper wing.
Yeah, you come here.
Those are 60 degrees.
Yeah.
So let's try that. Put that left strut right on the horizon.
Okay, yeah.
60-degree angle of bank. Right now we're at about 900 feet. Let's see if we can stay right around there.
Yeah.
If you think you need more power, have at it. Beautiful. Now here in the States, a 60-degree angle of bank turn, left or right, plus or minus 50 feet is what you have to do to get your commercial license.
Oh, really?
One of the things.
Yeah.
Good, let's try one to your right. There you go. Bring that nose up a little bit more. Yeah. It's usually somewhere around in here someplace when that strut's parallel. Good. Perfect. Your VSI says 0. That's perfect wherever you're looking at. Nice job. You having fun?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool.
Cool.
Let's go back up to about 1,000 feet. Now, are you familiar? I don't think it's really hugely legal in the UK. It is here. You familiar with the Lazy 8?
Lazy 8? I don't think I've done one now. Yeah.
Well, basically what it is, it's a maneuver that's on your commercial check right here. Where you live, the CAA, which is the Campaign Against Aviation.
That one, we know,
They say it's an aerobatic maneuver. Here it's not, but the idea, it's actually a really nice maneuver for your coordination with this thing. Okay. I'll kind of go through it with you real quick, and you can build. So just stay with me here. Okay. So here's the deal. We'll level off here at 1,000 feet. Yeah. We're going to roll in about 10-degree angle of bank. That's all you want right there. Okay. And then bring the nose up. Now, freeze the stick right here. If you don't move anything, look, the nose will fall through the horizon precisely at 90 degrees right there. Oh, Now listen to it. You'll hear it speed up. Start rolling it to your right and bring it on up, and you're going the other way. You hear the airplane speed up? Yeah. So it really starts to develop the whole seat of the pants flying instinct. And when we go to the right, same deal. The airplane's yours.
That'll slide,
Let's do another one. Shallow angle of bank. And the key is at 10 degrees, because if you overbank, what the airplane does is basically it's a modified split S. You don't roll it upside down, but if you got 45 or 50 degree angle, if you want to be aggressive with it, you're not getting any vertical penetration. Okay. Cool. Let's try another one.
Okay. So it's
10 degrees to your left.
Okay.
And there, bring the nose up, as deep as you want. Good. Now just freeze it there. Listen to it. You can hear it chugging.
Yeah.
There's about 65, 70 now. Let it speed up going downhill. That's part of the maneuver. Yeah. There's 80, 85. There's 90, 95. Roll it on to your right. 10 degrees to your right. And bring it on up. So this is the concept here, John. Now I'm going to take you a little bit further with this. Now roll the wings to level here. You see right ahead of you, here's that section line that we were looking at before right here, right? Oh yeah. So I want you to get perpendicular to it, a little bit more to your right. So when we go over the top of it, we're perpendicular to that. Yeah. So when you do this and you don't move the stick, once you do your initial change of movement, the airplane will come through the horizon. So that line is our reference. Let's try a shallow turn to your left and bring it on up. Bring the nose up some more. Now let's see where we're at here.
Okay, yeah.
The nose should come through the horizon right when we're parallel with that,
yeah.
right now. Perfect.
Yeah.
Now you roll it out when we're perpendicular to that line down there, and then we'll try one to your right. There you go, good. Same deal to your right. 10 degrees, bring it up nice and steep. There's the nose. There. So that's kind of how you do them on your commercial right, check right. And the idea is they want you to enter and exit the maneuver at precisely the same altitude and speed. And to be honest with you, when you do them correctly, they're very difficult.
Yeah,
the way I do them, I call them lousy eights. You know, they're just fun. So what do you think so far? Does this thing fly like you thought it was going to fly? Is it better? Is it
no,
worse?
it's just like really responsive and super light on all the surfaces, really.
Cool. Let's do a little bit of slow flight. This is it further develops your seat of the pants flying tendency or technique with it.
Yeah, sure.
Bring the power back to about 1300. There you go. Now, do me a favor, don't look at the instruments on this maneuver, but just keep the wings level. Go ahead and lower the nose, put the thing into a shallow dive.
Okay, yeah.
Now, tell me when you can hear the whistle of the wind in the wires.
There, yeah.
Okay, so you're going about 90, 95.
Yeah.
You can hear the airplane going fast. Bring it back to level flight. Now, just listen to it. You can hear it slowing down.
Yeah.
It's the whole, again, seat of the pants flying deal.
Yeah.
Start increasing your angle of attack. Bring the nose up.
Okay, going off there now?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Bring the nose up some more. We'll go ahead and just do a stall. Now, when it stalls, don't push the stick forward. Just hold it right where it's at. Watch what it does. Here's your stall, right? You can feel the stick shudder. And look how docile this is. That's it right there.
Oh, really?
No way. Yeah, it doesn't drop off on a wing.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Now remember, back in World War II, you had about, you can bring the power back in.
Yeah.
You had between 8 and 12 hours of instruction before you soloed this thing.
Really?
So if it had any tendency to spin or to do, drop a wing, it's going to kill kids, They don't know what's going on. They don't have the experience. Obviously, you can see why it's such a great trainer and straight ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Now, let's try, let's further push that. Let's do a power on stall. Go ahead and bring the nose up and leave the power right where it's at. There you go. That's good right there.
Starting to go now a little bit.
Yeah, you're getting close.
Yeah.
You can bring the nose up a little bit more, and you'll feel the stick. It'll shake.
Oh yeah.
I can see it moving around right now. You're right on the stall right now. Here it is. And when it stalls, watch what it is. It just stalled there. So the airplane's going to wallow around a little bit and go back to level flight.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Cool.
That's what you want in a trainer.
Yeah. That's awesome, that, isn't it?
Yeah. 180 left or right, your choice.
Oh. Left.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic airplane.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
Now, we're going to do a power off stall here. What's interesting about this is right above the stall. When I say right above the stall, it'll stall at about 55 or 50. When you're about 3 or 4 miles an hour above the stall, you'll start to smell the exhaust fumes coming into the cockpit.
All right. Okay.
And guess what? When you learn how to land this thing, the same thing happens. So if you start smelling exhaust right above the runway, you got 3 mile an hour to mess with.
Okay.
So just go ahead and bring the power all the way back to idle. There you go. Power feed's high because that's what they teach us.
Okay.
All the way back on the power. All the way back.
All the way
there
back.
You go. Now, good. Now listen to it. Start bringing the nose up.
Okay, I can hear it.
Yep. Bring the nose up some more. Get it way above the horizon or it'll just mush. Come on back on the stick.
Oh, you can feel it going there now.
Can you smell it?
Oh yeah, you can, yeah.
And here's your stall, right? You're right on it.
Yeah.
And that basically, let's try it again. Bring the nose up a little bit more. If you don't get the nose above the horizon, it'll just mush.
Oh yeah.
Come on back some more. Come on back.
Airspeed.
there's your power off stall.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool.
Nothing, you know, and then you can listen to it.
Yeah, coming back.
Yep, start bringing the power back in, and away you go. Anyways, that's your intro. I mean, you're good. You know what's going on. You're a good pilot. Listen, we have about 7 or 8 minutes left to go, John, before we have to head back towards the Fantasy Flight Attraction. Have fun with it. So if you want to do some more steep turns, we'll go up a little higher. If you like this low stuff, here, our rules are a little different.
Okay, yeah.
Our rules here are we have to stay 500 feet away from any person or property.
Oh, really?
So if you want to go lower, that's all good. There's nothing out here.
No, really? Bit lower, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, let's make a right-hand turn. Let's go this way. There's some open fields over there, so you can go really down low. For our friends from the UK, they love, this is the best part of their flight. They're like, really? You can do that? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're coming down to about 200 feet here. We'll call that our hard deck. So we won't go down below that and we'll bring the power back in just a little higher. Perfect. So the deal was 65 hours was your primary training in the Stearman. From the Stearman, you would go into the BT-13 basic trainer.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And you fly that for 100 hours. Night flight, instrument training, formation work, and that made by Vultee. From there, you go into the Harvard and fly that for 100 hours. And then lastly, you go into the Spit fire, I guess, if you're English. You know, the English, when they're down in South Florida, they did not do the BT-13. No. It was Stearman, Harvard, fighter.
Really?
You know, because, you know, it was the Tiger Moth, Chipmunk, Spitfire. And that is a huge step.
I mean, Chipmunk's just like, you know, nowhere near as nice as this. It's like, you know.
Yeah, if I put you in a Harvard and then you flew you around for half an hour, and I put you in the Stearman, flew you around for half an hour, you'd say, yeah, I'll take the Stearman. Yeah. Now let's make a little bit of a left-hand turn here.
Okay.
Here's my favorite field. When I grew up as a kid, I wanted to be a crop duster pilot.
I can see the attraction actually.
Yeah, isn't this cool?
Yeah.
Down here low like this, there's a field, John, right ahead of you.
Yeah.
And to your right now. So there's some power lines, so let's clear the power lines and we'll go down a little lower.
Okay, yeah.
See up there?
Yeah.
You see what it's like to be a crop duster. Let's go a little lower. There are power lines right ahead of you.
Okay.
Let's go a little bit to your right. And now let's go low. There you go. This is what I'm talking about right here.
This is cool. This is good.
And if we ever had to land, this would be a fantastic field.
Yeah.
This is what the crop dusters would do.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. Cows. Hello, cows.
Yeah. Now this airplane that you're flying here today was auctioned off in 1946, no longer needed by the Navy. It was sold for $310.
No way.
Yeah.
$310.
It went out to California.
Yeah.
Became ultimately a crop duster out there. So what we're doing right now is seeing its share of low flying days.
We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. It was wrecked in 1972. My father bought it at that point. I was only 6 years old then.
Yeah.
It took him 18 years to restore it. So we've had it now for 42 years.
Wow.
Now there's a road right ahead of you. Let's make a left-hand turn. We won't cross that road. There's a house on the other side.
Okay, yeah.
Like there's a house right there ahead of us. Well, I'm kind of hopeful this is kind of what you wanted to do today.
No, this is fantastic. That's superb, yeah.
Perfect, just like that. And it's actually been a really good day to fly. It's not been bumpy at all here today.
No, it's really smooth, isn't it? It's nice. Yeah, perfect.
Well, what do you think? You want to go up a little higher and get some more lazy A's? You like those? Or
yeah, that'd be cool, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go back up to 800 or 900 feet.
More power, maybe?
Yeah, 1830 on the power, 75 miles an hour on the speed. We'll give you your best rate of climb speed. Cool. Out here in the distance here, John, you can see those buildings over there. That's Disney.
Over here, yeah.
It's like from here 25 miles or so.
Yeah. Never liked these things.
No.
No.
I live in Lakeland, and I try and stay away from that as best I can.
Never been, don't want to go, thanks.
Yeah, you know, there's so many other cool things to do here in
Oh
Florida.
God, yeah.
Rather than that.
I mean, I'd rather go around and look around the aircraft all day than go to theme park, you know.
Yeah, exactly. There's an aircraft just to your right.
Oh
You see
yeah,
it there?
yeah.
We'll go to 1,000 feet. We'll level off there, and we'll do a couple more lazy 8s to the point where you can actually do some of those for your friends over Fantasy Flight. Let's go ahead and bring the power back to about 1750. There you go. Back a little bit more. Now, I'll keep my eye on this guy. It looks like he's going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Let's do another lazy 8. Let's go to your left.
Okay, yeah.
So work on
10
getting,
degrees.
Yep, getting it up a little steeper this time. There you go.
Okay, nose up.
Come back some more. Come back some more. Come back some more. There you go. This is why they call it lazy. Look over your left shoulder. Isn't that cool? Look how slow
That's
that
awesome,
is.
yeah.
Now, let it speed up. It'll speed up a little bit quicker going downhill here.
There
now
you go.
start rolling it to your right and roll it right on through.
Oh, that's nice.
Good. Let's try one to your right. That was perfect.
I like that.
Yep. 10 degrees to your right.
10
Bring it
degrees
on
right.
up.
Okay, nose up.
There you go. Nice. Let's do another one to your left. If you're comfortable with that, John, let's go a little steeper.
And go left.
Yep. There you go. Come on back some more. Come on back some more. There's no jeopardy in this because if it stalls, the nose is going to fall right through the horizon. Perfect. It didn't stall. You'll feel it if it stalls. Roll it right on through. That's a nice steep one. One more to your right. 120 mile an hour. You can really hear it spooling up going downhill. Oh, you know what? I got to give you a little air show smoke.
Yeah, a bit of that, please, yeah. Nice.
And roll it on out.
Building,
nice. Look at you're rolling out of this thing like 400 feet.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
That's cool.
Flying is supposed to be fun, you know.
Yeah,
that's why we
exactly,
fly stuff like this. On a day like this.
I mean, it's just,
And I'm sorry for you, but you can't do this back where you live, you know. I mean,
that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
I know there are some Stearmans over there, but I know they're very expensive, and they don't let you fly them. They just let you ride in them. Awesome.
Oh, this is really cool, thanks. Superb. Yeah.
Let's. You want to do one of those for your friends, the Lazy 8s?
Yeah, sure.
Right,
Yeah.
let's add some power. Let's go back up to 1,000 feet. You can see Fantasy Flight right over the nose.
Yeah.
There you go. What you find with this thing is, I want to tell people, we want to climb back up. Their immediate instinct is to bring the stick back.
Yeah.
Now, like right now, for example, you're at about, what, 65?
Yeah.
And your vertical speed indicator, if you look at it, it's going to start ticking downward.
Yeah.
It should, at least.
Yeah.
Because what happens is if you get the nose up at a really high angle of attack, like look at it's doing now, then you don't have enough airflow over the wing to create the lift that you're looking for. So I tell people if you always maintain about 75, like right now we're at 0.
Yeah.
There's so much drag on this thing here.
I bet, yeah.
There we go, good. Now we'll climb up. 750 feet there.
Climbing, yeah.
Now, after World War II, a lot of these people, when they bought these aircraft, they were obviously very underpowered.
Yeah.
And so they bought a BT, these crop dusters, they bought a BT-13 that had the 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engine in it. And then they took the engine and propeller out of the BT-13, stuck it in the Stearman, and then took the BT, the airframe, to the dump. So you got rid of it because, why keep it? It wasn't worth anything.
No, yeah.
And because of that, there are fewer than 100 of those aircraft left today.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple thousand Stearmans.
Yeah.
And we'll bring the power back to about 1750. All right, so here's what I'd like you to do, is head for this lake ahead of us and off to our right. Go to the middle of that lake, and then we'll do a lazy 8 to the left. Right here, perfect.
I do it over the lake or?
Yeah, I want you over the lake so we're not over people's houses.
Oh yeah, copy that.
The last thing I need is a phone call.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's doing
This
lazy
guy,
eights over
what's
my
the deal with
house.
him?
Exactly.
Copy.
Now, about here, they can hear you and they can see you down there.
Yeah, sure.
So what we'll do, this is a kind of a cool thing. When we get up here, when we get ready to do this lazy eight,
Yeah.
I want you to put it into a kind of a shallow dive, because it sounds really cool on the ground because you can actually hear the engine spooling up.
Yeah,
It sounds wicked cool. And we'll do that, and there we go, about another half mile here. And I'll give them some air show smoke.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm looking around. No one right, no one left. All right, John, the airspace is yours. Let's try one. So lower the nose, put it into a nice little dive here. Get about 110 out of it. All right, let's try one. Best one you got. To the left, 10 degrees, and bring it on up nice and steep. Come on back. There you go. Beautiful. Hold it right there. And that's about vertical. Now start rolling it to your right and roll it right on through it. 10 degrees to your right, bring it on up. Good. Perfect. And as you come around, you can see your little smokes, and it should be in the form of kind of an 8.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's really cool, thanks.
All right, what I'm going to have you do, let's give them a little show here. I want you to make keep going straight. We'll give them a little low pass so they can get a picture of you, then we'll enter the pattern to land.
Copy that,
So what I'd like you to do, John, you can bring the power back. We'll make a kind of a circle like this to our left.
Yeah.
We'll go around this park like this, and then we'll come back over, and then we'll hit a right circuit for runway 5. Then you can go down to about 300-400 feet. All right, let's start making our left-hand turn here.
Yeah, turn left.
We'll go around this little park here, so we'll kind of circle back around. And
Go around this,
we'll roll out here. So I try not to fly over these
caravan things,
little homes down here. You can see it's the middle of winter up north. That's all full just about.
Yeah.
And in the summertime, it's not even a fourth full. And people don't like cold, I guess. That's me. All right, let's start making a shallow left-hand turn. If you want, you will go right over the top of these hangars
These
here.
two here.
We'll just kind of keep this turn going here, and we'll keep going until you see the blue screen water tower.
Yeah.
We'll stay.
Okay.
This is good here. Just don't fly over the parking lot.
No. Little way up there, you know.
All right, head over towards that blue screen water tower there, and let's climb back up a little higher, and I'm going to have you land this thing.
Okay, cool.
All right, so your landmarks here, John, right ahead of you is the first one is that blue screen water tower. Once you get there, we're going to make a right-hand turn. There's a small lake off our right wing.
Yeah.
We'll get to the middle of that. We don't want to go too far past that because not only is there a school, and I know today's Sunday, but there's homes on the far side of that, and then we'll make our base turn there. Let's make another right-hand turn down to the downwind. Let's go up a little higher. There you go. The airspeed we're looking for here is 75 miles an hour or greater.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. We'll roll it back to level here. This is our downwind leg. Just keep it at this altitude for now. There is some high tension power lines off our right that we're going to get over the top of. All right, sir, let's make our next right-hand turn into the base.
Right turn, yeah.
Perfect. We'll roll it here. So your right base landing runway 5, you can see the wind. You're going to have a slight Left to right crosswind today.
Okay, yeah.
You can see it on the wind on the water.
Okay,
here.
yeah.
This looks like it's down the runway. This looks like it's left to right.
Yeah.
And you can start bringing the power back a little tiny bit. There you go. When you're ready, we'll make another right-hand turn. That's a final. And the idea behind doing this is get it down here in ground effect. And then, again, like you did on the takeoff, you look straight ahead, focus on infinity, and pick up those little runway markers. And keep it off the ground as long as you can. There you go. You can bring the power way back. There's your runway. You got it made.
Yeah. Is that a little fast still, or?
Yeah, that's good. Bring the power all the way back to idle. All the way back.
All the way back there now?
Go. Exactly. All the way back. Now, listen to it. Don't worry about the airspeed indicator. You can hear it.
Oh, man.
All right. Now start bringing it up. Bring it up. Keep it off the ground as long. Come on. Back on the stick. Back on the stick. There you go. Woohoo! Now bring the stick all the way back. Keep the weight of the tail.
Yeah.
You just kind of ride it out. Did you have fun?
Oh man, that was beautiful, thanks.
Hopefully that's one of the highlights of your trip here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Woo. This airplane on grass is very, very nice. I mean, it's very simple. This airplane on pavement is a whole different ball game.
No, really, yeah.
It's got a narrow landing gear. It's got a high center of gravity.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily want to go straight down the runway. In fact, if you ask it, you say, how do you want to go down the runway? It'd say, I want to go down backwards. You know, because that's the way it wants to go backwards.
Yeah.
Physics. That's why all modern airplanes are nose wheel, because they're just easier to land.
Yeah, sure, yeah. No, I think I've seen some clips on YouTube of one of these where the brakes have locked on or something.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing's just gone over in its nose and parked, and it's like, whoops.
That would be called grounds for dismissal right there.
I think you're right, yeah. Hey, but Rob, that was beautiful. Thanks very much.
Nice job.
Awesome.
Well, I'm happy we were able to get you in it. And earlier there is a gator over here off your left. Is that?
Gator?
See
is that him over here?
Right there?
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah. Getting a tan.
We have to actually be cautious about those guys crossing the runways when we land.
Oh, really?
Not.
Yeah. Gator strikes and things. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put this thing back where we found it here.
Okay.
And what I have for you here, John, when we get you out, I have a certificate for you. It's kind of cool. I have a friend of mine. He's 92 years old. He was a World War II instructor in these Stearmans.
Yeah.
And basically, we went through the first 8 missions today that you would have done back then. So, this is a little tight here. That's tight. Yeah, most people would never do this.
Yeah.
And so. It's got a really nice tail wheel steering system on it.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. I think this is where it was. We'll bring the mixture back. Why don't you do it? You can bring the mixture back to lean.
Okay.
Take one more deep whiff. You'll smell that 100 octane in there.
Yeah, that's good.
Great job.